Jeremy Fowler from ESPN said that Jared Goff is expected to be the next quarterback to get paid, and the quarterback domino, which is always better to play him sooner than later. I mean, we knew that. Brad Holmes came out and said that they wanted to get the Goff deal done. That ain't nothing new. Some people saying they was going to lose leverage or whatever. I mean, at the end of the day, ain't really no leverage to lose. But basically, NFL insider Jeremy Fowler saying the deal could exceed $50 million. Dak Prescott, he back up next, believe it or not. Trevor Lawrence, Tua Tagovailoa, might be one more in there. They all could possibly be up next for contracts, and none of them played well last year. People look at the numbers, bro, and be like, "Oh, look at the numbers." Trevor Lawrence had an injury the year before. He was fantastic with Doug Peterson. He was fantastic under him. Tua, he just ass. All the weapons and just ass. That's just what it boiled down to. Dak Prescott, he is what he is. I think the talent got to be great around him for him to be successful. A bunch of good numbers, but really not the results you want to see. Let's just call a spade a spade. Not the results that you want to see. So, a lot of these guys, they look at the numbers, and that's good for fantasy football. But, the real numbers, what they doing when it's time to win. And with Jared Goff, when it's time to win, even in the NFC Championship game, he was balling. You know what I'm saying? They dropped some balls. Now, I've been the only advocate probably around, or one of the minorities that say that was a bad ball to Josh Reynolds, and I stand on that. But outside of that throw and the miss Jahmyr Gibbs, you're going to have missed throws. That is what it is. It ain't like he missed, it ain't like what's that tall-ass tight end we used to have back in the day? He got injured, Joe Fourier. One like he missed Joe Fourier in his zone. 6'7" dude. Jahmyr Gibbs like 5'9" at best, right? Ain't like he missed the biggest guy out there, pause. But nonetheless, I just feel that when it's time to win, he showed the fuck up. You know how much pressure that was for his first playoff game? To be versus the guy Matthew Stafford who beat him in their first matchup versus former team in Detroit. He lost that game, it would have been unforgivable. And he won. They didn't always have the magic in the game, defensively, but he found a way to win. And them the type of guys that you look for. Guys that find ways to win football games. Don't know how they do it. They find games. So $50 million is better to be next than wait, because the next quarterback got to reset the market. And all the guys that's waited are somewhat unproven or coming off unproven seasons. Don't look at the numbers. Look at what Dallas wanted to make a Super Bowl run. That couldn't make that happen. Got popped in the first round by the Green Bay Packers. Tua was supposed to take them deep into the playoffs. Didn't happen. It was too cold. Trevor Lawrence had an injury this year. They were supposed to be on the up and up. And he got injured, but, talented guy, but I can't pay you a bunch of money based off what the hell you did. You didn't do much last year. You're going to have to earn it. So I don't have no issue with it. You wait. That number gonna look like a speeding ticket in a few years. Quarterback's gonna make it $70, $75, $80 million a year. That's why they had that conversation a while ago. Should they just make quarterbacks? Should they just allow quarterbacks their salary not to count against the overall salary cap? Because it's getting ridiculous out here, and I'm happy. Get your money. The job has become easier, and the pay has went higher. You really don't see that. In the workforce. You did at some point. I'm just saying today. Now, if you got a degree or you got an upper echelon job, yeah, you see it. The more work you do, the less your pay usually go. The less work you do, the more your pay go. You see the CNAs, they do all the fucking real work, and the nurses don't be really doing shit. They be sitting here, oh, we deserve more pay. Well, the CNA is the ones that's really putting the work in. It's kind of like in a law firm. The pre-law students or the ones that work up under them, paralegals and all that, they be doing a lot of the research and the work. And the lawyer, you know, he get the information that they didn't gather, gave him a 411. He looked through his Rolodex or his memory Rolodex, or he go research, you know, similar cases to come up with a strategy. But all the groundwork is done by his people. The secretary probably even work harder than him on some nights or some days and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's how when you get to a certain class and work in America, you will know this. But you know, to the naked eye, doing less work, making more money, a lot of times it's dealing with a lot of bullshit. So you take the grunt of the blame. So you like, oh, he worked less, but guess what? He, you know, the leadership position, he make more, but the work less, he don't do no work, but he got to deal with the logistics or the operation side of it, or you know, we all fuck up. He gotta, you know, he take the blame for that. He got to take the verbal of beat. He got to make the tough decisions. And a lot of people ain't built to make those tough decisions. That's why they employees. A lot of people ain't built to be employees. Don't even know you're really an entrepreneur. You just got to be able to get a start. You know, leaders are born, you know, not made. Think you made a leader? No, it was our the qualities was inside them. Employees are born and not made. The ability to always want more and more and more out of yourself and want more and more, you know, in your pocket. That everybody ain't got that. I mean, people out there, man, oh, that's enough money. That's too much money. Like, how is it too much money? You know, how many people I met and said, you know, don't take that promotion. Oh, I wouldn't do that. What Jay-Z says, oh, he told his uncle, yeah, I'm gonna be a rapper, get in the rap game, make a bunch of money. He said, oh, you can't do that. Are you crazy? He said to my uncle thought I couldn't do it, didn't believe I can do it. That's what he said. My uncle believed I couldn't do it. To him, it was impossible. But to me, I knew I can do it. See, that's why you don't be listening to people. Chase your dreams. Chase your goals. Don't live with regret. But back on topic. You know, yeah, sometimes you got something that's you know, like Goff, man, shit, well, he ain't the reason y'all lost. Or we lost last year. Coaching. But nobody goes from zero to hero. You know what I'm saying? That show, My Hero Academia, somebody put me hip on that. Nobody go from a zero to a hero. It's a process. Just like getting some money, just like building your professional career, just like any relationship with your best friend, with your girlfriend, with your wife, there was a process. There were peaks and valleys. You know, and sometimes it was just flat line. I don't say flat, just regular. Sometimes it just went like this. I went like this. It is what it is. But with Goff, man, shit, I ain't got no problem with it. I think the length of the deal is going to really affect what Hendon Hooker thinking and what they going to do with Hendon Hooker. How they structure the deal. Maybe it's a Kirk Cousins deal. It's front loaded, guaranteed money in the front half of it. Back half, we can get rid of your ass when we feel like it. With minimum consequences. That's why Kirk Cousins, man, you know, he signed a 2-year, $100 million deal, yeah. Or 4-year, $180 million deal, but only in the first 2 years. That's all the guaranteed money. The $100 million is in the first 2 years. I wouldn't be complaining, but it is a process. You picking up and moving your family. You know what I'm saying? You constantly picking up, moving your family, picking up, moving your family. You know what I'm saying? And most times, you know, you live in one place in the summer, and then, you know, in the winter or in the season, then you go somewhere you want to go for the summertime. But then your kids then form friends and all that type stuff. So, you know, nobody likes to move. Even if you pay professional movers and packers, it's an issue. You see people that's like, you know, move a lot. They just start throwing shit out and buying all new shit. Moving is a serious process. Real talk. Really is. It is not easy, but so it'd be interesting to see the number of years that he get. And then after he get paid, the question is, what's the plan for Hendon Hooker? I know what the plan is. What the plan would be. It would be what New England always has done. But we'll talk about that, when that time comes. But thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance to get notifications. We go live and drop video financially when support the channel. Cash App, $CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link in the description. Hit the link tree, find me on X, Instagram, Spotify, Apple, or just Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. Appreciate the love and support. Peace.